Welcome to our video series on creating instant CD products. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to set up your CDs so they start automatically. A very important element of your CDs is the ability to make them start automatically as soon as they're inserted into the CD drive of the computer. And let me give you a quick example now. I'm going to open up my CD drive and put in a CD for a piece of software I have. Okay, I'm just putting it in now, and you should see, well, as soon as the computer realizes that a CD has been inserted. Okay, I'm just closing the CD drawer now, and as soon as the CD realizes a CD's been inserted, because the CD's been created that way, it should start automatically. So we should start seeing something appearing any second now. And okay, here goes. Okay, it's just thinking about it. And okay, there we go. It's a little bit too large for the screen, so let's just move it down a bit. But it's the CD for a piece of software called MediaFace, which is software for CD and DVD labeling. Okay, we can actually close this. Okay, it's closed. And okay, how's this done? It's actually surprisingly simple, and I'll demonstrate that for you right now. If I go to my computer here, it shows me the drives I have available on my computer. And what I'm interested in, of course, is the CD drive. Just double-click that, and it should open. Okay, I didn't want that to open, so let's get rid of that. And right-click and choose Open. And as you can see, the default option here in the menu is Autoplay. But we don't want that. We want Open. Okay, Open. And then we start taking a look at the files on the CD. And as you can see, there are a number of folders. But what we want are the files here. And what we want right in the root of the CD, which is basically right at the beginning of the CD, and as you can see, the CD drive is the E drive. And right at the start, let me be a bit clearer. When I say root, I mean right at the beginning of the CD. If I double-click a folder, we're no longer in the root of the CD because we've gone into a subfolder. The root is the location on the CD when you aren't in any folders. So let's go back up, and okay, we're in the root of the CD now, and we're interested in the file autorun.inf, autorun.inf. And we can actually ignore this autorun.ini. We don't need to worry about that. All we need to replicate the automatic starting or the autoplay feature is autorun.inf. So let's double-click it. And that's all there is. Very simple structure. Open equals, and then the file you want to run automatically. In this case, it's setup.exe, the setup file. Of course, you would keep this structure in place, but you would simply change this value here. And I'll come to that in just a moment. Okay, let's close that. Right. I've copied the autorun.inf file to the desktop here, and I'll talk you through customizing it in just a moment. But what you want to do, let's say you're starting a brand new CD from scratch. So you would, let's say, right-click, and you would want to choose New, and you would choose Folder. And let's call this folder My New CD. And if I were to click, hold, and drag this here, I could move it into the My New CD folder. Yes. Okay, let's open this folder now. Double-click. and here it is. Here's the autorun.inf file. So we've started creating the CD, although at the moment there's just one file, of course. So let's double-click it, and again keep the structure in place. And you can pause this video if you want to copy this down. Or you can get this autorun.inf file from pretty much any software CD you have. And then open equals. And what I want to talk you through initially is an easy way to set up autorun. What we could do is, let's say, open equals, start, or let's call it menu.html. So what we're doing, as soon as your CD, or the CD we're creating here, as soon as it's inserted into the computer, menu.html is automatically opened. And of course I need to create this. It's a web page because it ends in .html. And I need to create this, of course, and I'll create it in a moment. But this is an easy way to use this feature, because web pages are easy to create. And what happens then is, when your CD, or in this instance when this CD is inserted into the CD drive, then this web page opens automatically in the web browser. And then you have the flexibility of web pages to create menus, to create whatever you want. And I'll talk you through that as well. So this is a very easy way to implement this very nice auto-run feature for your own CDs. And you don't need to be very technical to do this, as you can see. You just need to be able to create your own web pages and edit this simple text file. Okay, so that's done. So let's close and save. Okay. And actually, let me cancel that. One slight mistake. Let's close this and not copy for now. Because I copied this file initially straight from the CD, by default it's what is known as read-only, which means you can read it, but you can't make any changes to it. So let me right-click, choose Properties, and what we're interested in is here, Attributes, down at the bottom. At the moment, it's read-only, which means you can view the file, but you can't make any changes, which is obviously not what you want. So make sure that's unchecked. So OK. And now I need to double-click again and edit again because I didn't save the changes last time. We're calling it menu.html, and now it should save without a problem. And it does. And let's close this document. Okay, that's the first step. So that's how easy it is to get your CDs to run automatically just by having an autorun.inf file and customizing it for the type of file you want to run automatically. And I would suggest, just to keep things easy, having a web page opening automatically, because then it's very easy for you to create and customize web pages to create menu systems, to create menus, and to help your user, the person viewing your CD, to find their way around your CD. And of course, by opening an HTML file, a web page, automatically, everyone has a web browser on their computer, so there aren't going to be any technical issues there. As soon as they enter, as soon as they put their CD into the drive, the web browser will start automatically, show them your web page, which we haven't created yet, and then they can start navigating their way around your CD.